Students, today I am going to start the new chapter, that is chapter number 13, data handling. Let us understand first what do you mean by data. Information in the list can be in the form of names and numbers. Such information is called as data. Children, there are so many ways to represent the data, and one of the ways is pictograph. Now what do you mean by pictograph? Pictorial representation of data is called as pictograph. It means in pictograph, data can be shown with the help of pictures. In exercise 13.1, some pictographs are given and you are asked to answer the question based on the pictograph given below them. Now look at the first pictograph. This pictograph represents the favorite sports of class 4. In this pictograph, you can see the names of games on the left hand side and number of children are represented with the help of smileys. Each smiley represents 15 children. Children, for our convenience, I have written here the count of smileys on the right hand side. Now, look at the first question. The question is, which are the most popular sports among the children of class 4? To answer this question, look at the sports in the pictograph where you can see the maximum number of smileys. Children, can you tell me where you can see the maximum number of smileys? Yes, in cricket and football, you can see maximum number of smileys as compared to other, right? It means the most popular sports are cricket and football. The second question is, which is the least favorite sport? Now, in which sports you can see the minimum number of smileys? It's a table tennis. So, the answer is table tennis. Third question, what is the total number of children who like skating and swimming? In skating, there are 4 smileys and in swimming as well, there are 4 smileys. 4 plus 4, 8. Means total there are 8 smileys in swimming and skating. But each smiley represents 15 children. So, if you multiply 8 by 15, you will get the product 120. Right? It means the total number of children who like skating and swimming are 120. And now the last question. What is the total number of children in class 4? To find out the total number of children, first of all we need to count the total smileys given in the pictograph. As you can see here, I have already written the count of smileys and made their total. And total come 21. Now each smiley represents 15 children, right? Hence to find out the total number of children, we need to multiply 21 by 15. And the product comes 315. It means what is the total number of children in class 4? The total number of children are 315. Now look at the second pictograph. This pictograph represents the number of letters collected from a post box in each of 5 months. Here you can see in this pictograph on the left hand side the name of months are given and in front of it the symbols of letter are represented. Here again for our convenience I have written the count of symbols of letter and each symbol of letter represents 50 letters. Again based on this pictograph we are asked some questions. Look at the first question. The question is, in which month minimum number of letters were collected? Children, look at the month in the pictograph where you can see the minimum letters. The month is September, right? It means in which month minimum number of letters were collected? It's a September. Now the second question is, in which month maximum number of letters were collected? Children, again look at the month given in the pictograph where you can see the maximum symbols of letter. Where you can see the maximum symbols of letter? In the month of November. It means in the month of November maximum number of letters were collected. Now third question. How many more letters were collected in July than September? See here. In September there are only 2 symbols of letter and in July there are 3 symbols of letter, right? Means in the month of July one more number is there than September. But each symbol of letter represents 50. It means how many more letters were collected in July? 50 letters were more collected in July than September. And now the last question. What was the total number of letters collected in 5 months? Again, to find out the total number of letters, first of all we count the number of symbols of letters and make their total. So here you can see I have already written the count of symbols of letters and made their total, and the total come 20. There are total 20 symbols of letter, right? And each symbol represent 50. So if you multiply 20 by 50, you will get the product 1000, right? It means what is the total number of letters collected in 5 months? The total number of letters was 1000.